What's going on, guys? Thomas Critical. So I started making a layout with my Henry's tunnel here, and I had it all come in into this section here, where it's just kind of your standard thing here, turnouts to each side, and then I just kept going with the bridge. I wanted to show you that I kind of went overboard with this. Now, I've never made a layout like this before. The bridge piece or section or whatever goes completely all the way around the layout or the table without even touching the actual table itself. It's all riser based. Then I also have a center that comes through and loops back around. How I'm going to do the bottom section, I have absolutely no idea. Okay, this is going to be very hard for me to figure out, because I'm going to use a couple of things that really don't make sense. Mainly the fact over here, this is the pieces from Dustin's set or whatever. I've mainly only bought it for these three pieces here. This one, this, and this. It's like the only reason I bought it. And the centerpiece had a track that goes through underneath there. And I'm just going to use this as Dustin's shed, because the shed for Dustin, I mean, he can't even fit in it. So that's going to be used somewhere else. And I'm going to use this as his shed, like he lives in the mountains. And it's just going to slope down, come under through here, under there, and then to the turntable. Now, that's not really the main attraction, obviously. It's this giant freaking bridge I've got on here. And honestly, I don't know how I accomplished this. This is probably the craziest thing I've really done with a layout. I still don't know how I managed it. This is 3 tracks tall. I mean, this is crazy. I've attempted a 3 tall track, but I've never really gave it much thought. And this just happened last minute with the layout. And honestly, I wish I had more riser pieces, but these little guys come in handy a lot more often than I ever thought they would. Now, these things, I forget what these are called, because Grandma and Grandpa found them on the internet a long time ago. And it was sold with these tracks here. I'm going to show you the brand new ones that I never took out of the packaging. See if they actually have a brand on it. Nilo. There. These little pieces are really cool. If they do make these still, I would recommend getting some, because they are helpful, and I'll show you why here in a second. So, I'm pretty sure these little clips are the same Nilo brand. So here is the Thomas Flex track. It's obviously, you can't make a bridge out of it. Well, you could, it just wouldn't be a very good one. Now we'll come over here where my Nilo Flex track is, and it's sturdy. I'll pull it off here. So if I wanted to put another little bump section in that piece, or in this section of track, it will hold that bump. Now, it doesn't mean to say that it won't do stuff like this, but 2-sided tape, stick this down and it would be alright. Or you could push this piece down and it'll flatten it out, and now instead of like the near almost downgrade that I had, it's up, and then it'll go back up. Full big city engine up here, and it holds pretty well. Now, if a little kid was here and maybe they pushed down on their trains, my cousin did that, it wouldn't be too good of a thing. See how it's bending there? But if you're more of like a person who doesn't do that, it really wouldn't matter. And then here's one of the areas I put the clips. It's another, again, thing where if you're pushing down on your train, these big city engines, see how, I guess I can see it, or maybe it's more of a feeling of it, but like, it feels like it might collapse there. So really not the best idea. And then over here I got another section of it where, if you're pushing down on it, grab James, you see it, yeah. But if you're not pushing down on your trains, it really won't affect it too much. Grab James again, grab the different one here. If you're not pushing down on it, it really won't affect it too much. So that was that. There's the other flex track. It comes with the 2-pack like you saw up there earlier. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of this layout. I really don't know. I still have the crane up there, sawmill or logging station, the engine wash I might not use. I don't like this thing too much. I like it, but I don't like it. Does that make any sense? I think if the engines could just come through normally, I would like it better, but like a Brio 2-sided bridge, or not bridge, but sheds. Station there that I destroyed when I was little. Cider mill. And then what we got over here. Fire station. Generic little station thing there. Coal loader. This is a big jigs thing. I don't know if I ever made a video about this. I don't think I did. Yeah, this thing, the pieces that came in here, they were like lights. They weren't even glued in, they just stuck in there, and it was crap, but without the lights, it's a lot better product to me. Plus, the lights would just break it so easily. I broke one accidentally, I just barely picked it up. I got this thing I'm probably going to use, like always. I don't know if I want to open it just yet, because I might make another video entirely for this. I did open this up. That is sitting here. I got that still to use. Forget what that's called. A tunnel of some sort. I might not use the Netford bridge. I packed it all back in here, and I might leave it in there, but I totally don't know. Got all that HO scale buildings and whatnot in there, and then I've got all the track back there, all sorts of different messes and stuff. But I just thought I'd show you guys my project I've been working on and off for the past couple days. I don't make the track all in one day. I take breaks in between. Oh, I just found this shoved in the corner there. The thing's cool. I like this thing. Got a little view for your trains in there. I don't make my tracks all in one go. I take a break and then come back and do a section at a time, if that makes sense. Because I try all sorts of different things with this section here. Was originally going to come off that switch back there and then come at an angle through here. See if I can't show you the problem. So that arch is just not big enough, which is really a shame. That was the one thing I found with the Sodor Bay bridges is the clearance. It's just not there. Granted, it might not have really meant to be, even though you can fit one directly in the center. But if it's not centered, it's not going to work too good. I found that out. So this section here, with all the weird things I was going to try to do, I was going to try to snake through here, but that was just going to be too much of a pain and stuff like that. So that'll take me maybe 10-15 minutes to do, and then I'm also listening to YouTube stuff and I get distracted by other things. I'll come over here and look at these just because I can, and so sometimes it takes me a little longer to make a wooden railway than others. But just wanted to give you an update, and I'll see you guys later.